impressive there in the second half?
Cal just had a lack of ability to guard me in the second half. They did a great job in the first half. Coach said let the game come to you. You don't need to force any bad shots. In the first half, I wasn't hesitant or anything, but I was looking for my teammates. Our game plan was to get the ball in the post. Ivan Rabb couldn't guard Ryan Anderson or Caleb Sarzewski, so it was just to get the ball inside, and I tried to do a great job of that. And in the second half, Coach said just let loose. I did that, and my teammates did a great job of getting me the ball and getting me open and to knock shots down.
Where does that finish rank for you so far in games you played here?
I'm not someone who's always about myself, but for me, this would probably be number one. A very hostile team that we lost to last time, and I missed the game-winning shot, so I had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder coming into this game. But the game's no bigger, no smaller than any other game we've played. But that was just in the back of my mind. So for me personally, this is probably be number one for me. But as a team, we've won so many big games here. It's not just about me.
What was the play? It seemed like as soon as you came off the screen, you just jumped and let it fly.
Well, Coach Miller did a great job calling plays. A play called Money Triple. I come off 3 screens and I get a shot off, and we had just ran that twice previously, and I made those 2 threes. So Coach decided to drop a play in the timeout, and instead of going all the way off the 3 screens, I was going to go off 2 and then cut back and come off another 2. It's just a great mind like Coach Miller who can drop a play like that in 25 seconds. I was blessed enough to hit the shot. And I had great screens from Ryan Anderson.
You mentioned it, but were you almost surprised that those last 3 threes you got pretty open on them, and it was like you mentioned they couldn't guard you. Were you almost surprised at how open you were?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think those might be the 3 easiest threes I've gotten all year. And like I said, give credit to Ryan Anderson again. He took it upon himself to get me open. And I knew right in the timeout he told me he was going to set a great screen, so I knew I was going to be open. It was just a matter of me knocking down shots. Don't forget Caleb and Alonzo too. They both set great screens after Ryan got me open in the first place.
Was there any thought of a 2-point option, or were you knew this was it?
Yeah, there's always an option if he's guarding me, if he's too close to me. But with that much space, I just had to let the ball fly.
When you let it fly, did you feel like you had it?
Oh yeah, most definitely. As a shooter and scorer, whatever I'm labeled as, I've been in the gym for countless hours every day after the Utah and Colorado losses when I played so poorly. And I couldn't get it done for my team, and give credit to Coach Phelps. He texted me every day and asked me what time I wanted to come in. And, I was in there for 30 to 45 minutes and just getting up shots and repetition. And tonight, obviously in the first half, I go 0 for 1, so I didn't really know, how my shot was really feeling. In the second half, I just got into the paint and got a couple easy ones, saw the ball go in the basket. And at that point, it's like a C. The basket's like a C to me, so I was able to knock down some shots.
Ryan, to close on an 11-0 run, what changed defensively in that time and a half?
I think really the whole game we did a pretty good job defensively. They have a talented team. I think they're one of the best talent-wise teams in the Pac-12. We knew we were going to have a tough matchup on all 5 positions. But I think in the last couple minutes, we pride ourselves on what we call the 10th war. All of our conditioning, off-season conditioning, all of our strength training is for those moments, the last 4 minutes of a game. And we really pride ourselves on really, taking pride in getting the job done in those moments. Like Coach Miller said to us in the locker room, we haven't had the best success in close games so far this year, but when you stick with it and you play hard and you honor the process, things are going to go your way, and I think that's just what happened for us tonight. We made some big shots. That always helps.
Hey Gabe, that looked like about a 25 or 26 footer, that last shot, but you had no compunction about catching and shooting. Did you feel?
No, I don't have any conscience of where I'm at on the court. And don't get me wrong, Coach Miller has definitely yelled at me for being too far out. It's not like I can shoot that, but I'm not aware. I just see the basket, and if I'm open, I get a shot up. And for the most part, I've made those shots this year. And when I miss 100% Coach Miller's yelling at me to not shoot those ones. So, you know, I was just, like I said, I was open. Ryan and Alonzo set 2 great screens to get me open, and I just tried to get a little bit more separation. That's probably why I shot a little bit further.
You must have been feeling good after the last couple
Most definitely.
couple minutes.
Yes, sir.
So Gabe, after that Utah game, how much extra time did you spend altogether over a normal week? You said you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an exact timetable for you, but I know I was in the gym for a couple hours, and I went to RJ at night right after the game Saturday night when we got back off the charter flight. I was in RJ and I was shooting around. Just wanted to be by myself. Just wanted to, you know, understand that I play this game because I love it. It's not, you know, a job or anything like that right now. And I had to find that love for it again. I think I kind of lost that over that last trip, and not playing well and doing all those things. I was thinking too much. So, you know, just getting in RJ late at night, and like I said, with Coach Phelps, got in the gym during the day. Have no classes, just all online. So my schedule's always open. I just, you know, whenever he's ready, I come in and I get some shots.
So you're in there by yourself, nobody shagging for you?
No, well, I have 2 of my best friends are here from back home, so they did that for me. And it was also fun, you know, playing a little bit of 21, you know, just finding the love again that we used to do when we were in 5th grade, playing in the backyard and stuff. So, yeah.
Gabe, in so many of these late game situations, you had the ball in your hand and it hasn't worked out. Not that you don't want to, but was it just nice now to not have to deal with that and be able to be the shooter that they were looking for versus you being trying to facilitate for them?
Well, you know, as a basketball player and as a captain on this team, being here for 4 years, I want to have the ball in my hands. And I know I haven't done a great job of finishing out games, but at the end of the day, I'm going to take the good with the bad. And, you know, Coach Miller decided instead of putting me on the ball today, he decided to let me run off screens and just hit a shot that way. So, you know, I'm going to be ready for my team, whatever they need me to do. If it's facilitated, if it's have the ball up top and come down off a flat ball screen and try and get a bucket. I'm going to be ultra confident no matter what happens. And I know I've had a couple of bad runs with close games, but you know, it seems like it's turning around right now.
Did the start of the second half help you too? You stepped into that short lane and then the 2 bankers.
Yeah, well, you know, when the bigs are backpedaling,
right.
You know, it makes it easier to, you know, rise up and get a shot off. And I was able to make that first one off the ball screen again by Ryan Anderson. And Ivan Rapp kept backing up, and so I got a 12-footer and was able to go in, and that sort of sparked my second half.
Ryan, the team has had some slow starts recently, and another one today going into the half down. What's going on with the first halves, and tell me about the second half. You guys really kind of came back and put it on.
You know, I think in the first half of games, it's always tougher to score. You know, teams are fresher. Their scouting and stuff is on point. A lot of the set plays we're running in the first half is just tougher to score against. But I think in the second half, just the flow of the game kind of picks up. Guys are getting a little more tired, breaking down a little bit more, and it becomes, you know, more or less coaches and more just guys playing the game. And you know, like Gabe was saying, you know, he got in a rhythm, and you know, when a guy like that gets in a rhythm, it's a game changer because it's a flow kind of game. And tonight they had a good run. I think they went up like 7 on us with a couple minutes left, but and then we had one more run in us, and that's just kind of how the game goes. It's really first half is really tough, and then second half is just about flow.
You guys came back nicely in the last couple games, but couldn't get over the hump to actually win this game after a comeback. What does that do for your confidence going into the season?
No, I don't think it really affects our confidence so much. It's just it feels good. You know, I think as competitors, one major thing is you never can lose confidence, because if you're wavering with your confidence, then you know you're preparing to fail. You have no chance to succeed if you're losing confidence. So we really pride ourselves. We didn't lose confidence after losing 2 tough games on the road. We just knew that we had to honor the process this week leading up to the game and come out here and fight. And, you know, like I said before, you know, sometimes, you know, maybe the basketball gods just were liking us today, and you know we played hard and they wanted to give us the win today. But you know, it's tough. It's Pac-12's tough, and a lot of close games.
Brian, what was the last question, Sean, about trying to boxing out Rab, who was dominant on the offensive boards?
Yeah, you know, in the first game they really killed us on the glass, 4s and 5s, and that was a big emphasis coming into the game. But you know, Rab's a talented player. You know, he's going to be playing at the next level. He's athletic, he's long, and it's a tough matchup for both me and Caleb, Dusan, and our bigs. But I thought Caleb and me did a good job of battling him. But Coach Miller, you know, he just tells us to all 5 rebound, and I think I told Caleb at the end, you know, the number one reason why we won at the end, you know, is Gabe makes a big shot, and then Caleb gets the biggest rebound of the game. You know, a lot of times teams lose at the last second on a tip-in, and Rab comes in and tips it in. And when we needed him the most, he came up with that big rebound and kept Rab off the glass. So that's just a big team win for us, and it was a good time.
All right, Gabe, you and Caleb playing your left, all the senior sports, but you and Caleb been here for 4 years. I was just wondering if you could reflect on kind of your relationship with him. It seems like you've been pretty good friends over the years.
Yeah, you know, Caleb I came in with, he was my roommate freshman year. So, you know, you spend a lot of time with the guy over the course of 4 years. It's the same face you see, and, you know, you learn to love the guy. He's a great person. He's also a great basketball player. He does a lot for this team. He's done a lot for, you know, I would say a lot of the guys on the team, whether it be needing a ride somewhere or whatever it is. So, you know, that's a special relationship that, you know, I think we'll be friends for a very long time after Arizona.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.